Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to do something that's a little unusual, maybe a little bit weird. We're going to throw down fertilizer. But that's not the weird part. The weird part is I'm going to throw down Propiconazole. The weird part is the Propiconazole that I'm going to put down, which is for treating fungus in your lawn or in your bushes or wherever. But I found out through Real Low Dad that it can be used as a growth regulator. Now, what that does is it essentially puts a hormone on your lawn that will change the way it would ordinarily develop. So in this case, what I understand by some of the research I was able to find is it'll slow down any of your vertical growth and help you with lateral growth and root development. And this is especially important when your new lawn is in that stage where you've got some tillering going on with your plant and you want to kick it along, help you boost it in before winter comes. So normally I would use like a 14.3. I didn't have a chance to get that, so I'm using just a basic lawn store fungicide with Propiconazole in it. This is the Fertilizer. So I need to charge my backpack sprayer, and then we're going to throw this down, Propiconazole, to use to help push the lawn along. Then we're gonna get rid of this green pop, 16-21-2. This is about half used, so we'll throw this down and we will hopefully get some good development. So we will throw this down, we'll throw this down, we'll use the backpack sprayer, and hopefully that'll help push it along before we hit that first frost. I'm looking at the 10-day forecast and our first frost isn't until about 10 days. 10 to 14 days. Now that could change this time of year. The weather's, it's like spring, but reverse. So we could get a good first frost before that. But I want to just keep pushing this lawn along. Fertilizer is going to help put it to sleep, get some carbohydrates produced before the sun goes down and the long winter sleep. So while that's charging, let's go do a tidy mow on this lawn. This will be the first time you guys see me mow it. It's okay, it'll be better, but let's go ahead and mow it. I'll be using my American Reel Mower, 14-inch. Love this thing. Easy, cheap, does the job. All right, we've got 16 ounces of the Propiconazole in the tank, 32 ounces of the green pop. Spray it down, and we'll come back in 2 weeks and see what it does. So we've got the Propiconazole down, we've got the fertilizer down. Let's talk a little bit about Propiconazole, what it is, what I'm going for, what I'm hoping for, and maybe what I think will happen. Research after I watched Real Low Dad's video where he said, hey, look at this thing on the label. It says you can use this for sod or seeding. Kind of interesting. Sort of wanted to find a secret weapon, and I maybe, hopefully, just a little bit found one that can give me a little bit of an extra edge this year or perhaps next year. So Propiconazole is a DMI fungicide. that's not really that important for this video, but the DMI type fungicides have the properties of a plant growth regulator. So what I was able to find through research, because I'm not going to just read the label on something and expect that to be true or to give me any actual results, what I did find was that, for one, Propiconazole will help Kentucky bluegrass combat some of its salinity issues. So if you have a salinic soil or you get a lot of excess salts in your soil, it's going to help combat those issues that Kentucky bluegrass generally has over other grasses like tall fescue or perennial ryegrass. All right, so the next important thing I was able to find was sod. So there's a lot of farms that grow sod. They use a sod cutter, roll up the sod, take it to properties, plant it. What they've done is they've cut the root system off, so it needs time to develop its roots again. And Propiconazole on its own will increase up to 34% in recovery of root development in transplanted sod situations. So a study was conducted in 2099 as well, where they used seaweed extract, humic acids, and Propiconazole. And what they were able to find was that a mixture of all three increased that root development on that sod by up to 34%. No, they found that increased the root development recovery by 44%. So we know that Propiconazole on its own will do 34%. Here's what I want to know. On that label, it says that it's going to help with shooting and growth. Now, typically, most people use plant growth regulator to slow down growth and hope to push any sort of spreading issues. But one of the big things is simply just cut down on the growth, especially if it's an overseed or if you've got some issues on a golf course where you don't want to be mowing as often. There's a lot of different reasons to use a plant growth regulator. However, what I really want to know is, will Propiconazole help my grass spread earlier than I think it should? In a non-scientific, scientific way, we're going to use my old hose lines where I had hoses sitting as sort of a benchmark to see if we have any spread. Now, we're not doing a control, so this isn't scientific in any means. I just want to know, yes or no, does it help it spread? So, that kind of covers everything with Propiconazole for me. We'll come back in 2 weeks and check on the results around Halloween time. Do a little fun video with the Halloween, maybe a Halloween mow with the Jacobson, just for fun. If you can find any research that leads me to believe that Propiconazole will help lateral spread or any sort of rooting and shooting that maybe I haven't found, please drop in the comment below. If you liked the video, I'd appreciate a like. If you want to stick around, subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Later.